Okay, there we go. That's looking good there. Let's test out to see if the capture card's still working. Capture card is not still working. That's why we do tests. Yes, it is. I'm sure my mouse is somewhere on here working. Oh, where is my mouse? Oh, where is my mouse? Apparently I gotta get up. Alright, there we go. Theoretically, this should work. Now, guys, let's talk about the length of this stream. This stream is not going to be incredibly long. Seems like we did all the legwork for this stream yesterday. Everything that needed to be done yesterday was done, except that I made one fatal error. One error that I actually cannot believe that I made. Basically, what you're supposed to do is go, save right outside the rejuvenation chamber, go into the battle being level 23 or 24, whatever. You have to be under 25 when you touch that rejuvenation point. You go into the rejuvenation chamber, you get to the final form of Frieza, unlocking that move. Then you have two choices, die or beat the game. If you beat the game, hopefully what should happen is that your save will take you right outside the rejuvenation chamber. You go outside the ship, you kill a couple more of the spacemen, and then by that point you level up to 25, go into the rejuvenation chamber, and you're done. But what I did out of habit is save after every single bloody phase of Frieza. What that meant is... oh, you guys get to see my sick collection. My sick collection. Sorry, just one sec, guys. Okay, there we go. Let's move that out of the way. Let's move that a little bit closer. Why are you... okay. Because it looks like I need to be a little bit closer on my mic there. Okay, so... without further ado, let's kick off. And in kicking off... 38 of 39 achievements. We almost have... what I've come to know is called a master. And this master is the equivalent of a platinum. Now I've been calling this the platinum run, but essentially it's not that. So as you can see, I got to level 25 for us. Can I leave the ship? I guess this armory is where Frieza outfitted his troops.
Get into that rejuvenation chamber, Kakarot. Frieza will be here soon.
There seems to be just enough power in this rejuvenation chamber for one more use. I should only use this rejuvenation chamber if I'm strong enough to beat Frieza. After this, there is no turning back. Darn straight. Okay, well I won't show you guys, but essentially there's an area that I found to level up where it's on the map where you first arrive at Namek, and you go to the top left corner. There's one thug and a herb. As you go up into the next entrance, which is the entrance to the the sealed Namekian temple, you have another herb. If you go up and down there until about level 18, killing that one guy, it will go slow at first, right? It'll take 2 or 3 fully charged Kamehamehas in order to kill them. It'll be grueling. It'll be kind of annoying. You might die. You're going to have to save after almost every single one of those bad guys. But once you hit level 18, 19, something beautiful happens. All of a sudden, a Kamehameha, which is charged for less than a second, is taking out the guard in one hit. You can then run up and down, reloading the guard within 2 seconds. And so you can kill one guard every 5 or 6 seconds. Now, you add in that's worth 10,000, and that means that you can get up to 60,000 at least in one turn. Or sorry, 120,000 even. You could get up to 120,000 experience per minute. And that's exactly how I got my 4 million. Because at that point, it's not long. It's about 15 to 20 minutes of just running back and forth. And all you gotta do is that, right? So, I wonder how difficult this will be. It wasn't exactly an easy fight yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I did eventually get to max level by the time I was done Frieza, so I'm curious. All these herbs are probably helping a whole bunch. I had to do that to make sure that my camera was still going. I looked over and I was too still. Oh, where are you, Frieza?
Ah. So, this is the little monkey who seeks to spoil my plans. After I've put you down, I'll find another way to gain immortality through the Dragon Balls. I cannot be defeated.
That felt like a pretty massive Kamehameha to the face. Oh, we've reached the end of this. We gotta do that. Kate, that brings us back up to maximum. Perfect. 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 We could probably get one more big one off. Ooh. Oh, that was a waste. That's okay, we can just get way ahead of him. Boom, we're up to max. Oh, that sucked. Okay. Come on, big boy. Yeah, so I gotta say, I really raged at the Vegeta fight, and I gave it a lot of grief, even going as far as to say it's a poorly designed boss fight. And it somewhat is. The fact that I can handle every single boss in this game with the exact same strategy doesn't say great things about the complexity or depth of this game. However, this was the first time they were trying to do this Secret of Mana style gameplay, and I really admire it. This is a beautiful first run, and as you can see tonight as we start Legacy of Goku 2, absolutely worth it. It would get much better. However, after figuring out that the Kamehameha actually has a certain power disparity depending on how long you charge it, that changed the way I play. Now, I know exactly how long to kind of charge it to maximize its power, and that makes fights a lot more bearable and a lot less grindy. Not to mention, seems to be the meta. And when I was fighting Vegeta, I was barely using Kamehameha at all, let alone charging it. So it's not the game's fault that I struggled so much with Vegeta. It is absolutely my fault, because I was trying to take early game strategies and smash them onto a mid-game boss. So I had to replay through the game in order to get this achievement. This time I had no issues with Vegeta, beating him on the first time and beating Nappa and him with little to no, effort at all. So yeah, all things considered, he's really not. There we go. Final form. He's going to destroy the planet because he's a big old baby. A big old tyrant baby.
I'm impressed. It looks like you would be the first to witness my final and most awesome form. Do you realize now that you can't win?
Don't listen to him, Goku. You can do it.
I've had enough of your mouth, little one.
Goku, help me.
Krillin!
No!
You'll pay for this. How dare you, Frieza! You've pushed me too far now. I've become a Super Saiyan.
Your time here is at an end.
Super or not, you are taking your last breaths, monkey. This planet is breaking up under the stress of our battle. Die!
Night, Doggy-Dog. So night, dog. Couple more of those and Freeze will be down. We just gonna stare at each other? I should probably heal. Oh. Okay, let's see. Yeah. We gotta heal up. That's just being wise. Oh. That was bad. Perfect. Yeah, come on. Come on, Frieza. Sometimes you gotta coax him out of that lava waterfall. He's gotta go down sooner or later. When we finally get this, it will be momentous. This is such a fun game, actually. It had its challenges, it had its edges, but man, just as a casual game to replay, to knock out the achievements, this is a fun 2-3 easy achievement run. I loved it. Any more herbs? Are there any more herbs? I'd appreciate them. Thank you. Please, planet, lend me your energy.
Ha! I am a Super Saiyan!
And just like that, apparently it took me 9 hours and 41 minutes in total. Wow, that's super cool. And there's our guy, Goku, hovering, floating. Yeah, so this game was a fun game to beat. It was a pretty short one, right? Under 10 hours. It was a pretty quick knockout. How did I feel about it? I thought that one, the world building was amazing. I think that in terms of being a retelling of the Saiyan and Namekian saga, this succeeds in ways which other Dragon Ball games just simply don't, just on virtue of being its own thing. Simply by providing a hub for you to do side quests in and a city where you can go and walk around and talk to NPCs automatically adds more stakes in the world than anything else that you could have done. Like when you're just playing through the same old anime fight scenes of Dragon Ball Z, it's like, yeah, okay, I've seen this again and again and again, and I'm not even sure that the games can do them better than the anime themselves. Seems how they're so short in scope and in limit, right? What I like is that immediately you're thrust into a good hub zone, which gives you amazing place to level up because you have the crabs and you have the wolves, plus you have herbs spread bountifully. You're also able to go... Are you able to go inside of Goku's house? You're not able to go inside Goku's house, but you're able to go into the forest, which respawns all of the herbs for you. Then you have the next area, which is the forest and the town, and that's probably the biggest hub area and side quest area in the game. That's the only area where it really makes Goku stop and help people. And it's really interesting because in the grand scope of things, the whole forest being at unrest should not matter. However, Goku stops to put the whole forest at rest before going and rescuing his son. That's Goku's legacy. That's who Goku is, and that's why Goku's legacy is the whole legacy which inspires the Z Warriors and the whole Dragon Ball saga. So I thought that was a cool storytelling touch, and how from there you go through a very truncated version of all the major beats. They didn't cut out anything. You got to see Mistress Snake, you got to fight her, you got to go down to Hiffle, you got to see the two giants, the red and the blue one, you got to see the forbidden tree of Yemna. Like, all that stuff was super, super cool. Then, of course, you get to Namek, and Namek pretty much entirely consists of Frieza soldiers, which, if you don't know how to use your Kamehameha, they're nightmarish. But if you do, they start going down super quick, and from that point, the game breaks, right? Once you get to that Namekian planet, you can grind your face off and pretty much get to level 25 on that first screen, just as easily as you could on the very final screen before Frieza. Finally, let's touch on the Namekian Temple. That place was super confusing without a guide. With a guide, of course, it was super simple. It was only about 6 to 7 steps that you got to go through. Do this, 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 and this. Get the gem, go here, you're in the room. However, going through alone was terrifying. What else was there? The Ginyus were really cool, but their boss fights all felt a little bit disappointing. But I wasn't really upset with that, because what else can you do when you have 9 boss fights all at the end of the game? There's no way of really breaking them up as far as I could tell. The only thing I could have thought of is maybe if you had the Ginyu spread throughout each of the necessary points of the temple. So like maybe when you come in, you have to fight one of the Ginyu. Then when you collect the keystone or the artifact, you have to fight a Ginyu. Then as you're about to put the last keystone in, you fight the last Ginyu, you go into the warp, and then you go up into that one fight. And there you have Captain Ginyu. He's like, what? You got through? All my men? Jace, Birder, right? Rikum, they're all dead? I'll stop you here. And then finally you go up and you have the final trek up to Frieza's ship, right? They could have done some cool side quests in that final area where it's like the final Namekians trying to fight with you and launch an attack against Frieza, but that goes against the actual lore of the show, in which the Namekians were... No, the Namekians weren't quite wished back to the planet yet, as far as I know. Well, anyways, guys, this is going to end this stream at least. This has been such an amazing series. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here with me as I got all 39 achievements, and I hope that you guys will view the eventual video I make detailing this experience. So guys, this has been One of Each Gaming. I'd like to say thank you to all of you, and we will be continuing on. I'm going to end this stream and start a brand new stream so that we can begin the Legacy of Goku 2. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Adios. If I can get my mouse to work. That's a big if. This mouse is the touchiest mouse in the world. No? Okay. Alright guys, I'll be back.